Starting is fun, isn't it? Yeah, I know there are so many of us who keep on starting something. We've walked into a new year and we're starting something. Starting is a beautiful, beautiful thing, but it's really not what you want. What you want to do, you want to finish. So today I want to talk to you just a little bit about finishing. My wife has this thing. She talks to us all the time. She says, we got to be finishers. We got to be finishers in everything that we do. We got to be finishers in the classroom. We got to be finishers on the job. We got to be finishers. And literally, I want to talk to you about that today because we gotta finish the things that we start. It's one thing to get out and to start. It's one thing to get out there and get things going. But starting doesn't change your life. Finishing does, right? You're never gonna win in life until you finish something. You gotta complete something. I talk to people all the time, and honestly, they're consummate starters, meaning they start all the time. They do this thing all the time where they're starting, right? And it's great. It's great being visionaries. But wouldn't you rather be a finisher? Wouldn't you rather actually cross the finish line? Wouldn't you rather like finally like hold up a trophy and say, you know what, I won. I did what I was supposed to do. Like, don't you want to finish? I'm of the belief that starting isn't enough. It's not enough for me anymore just to start things. If I'm honest with myself, I've probably been a starter, right? We would think being a starter is good, especially if you're an athlete or something like that, right? Being a starter is good. But what I've realized is that starters starters don't get a like the big claps. See, when I think about the greats, people love not starters. People love finishers. This is why they love, the Michael Jordans of the world, the Kobe Bryants of the world. They were finishers, right? The things that we hear people say about finishers is that they got that dog in them. They got that dog, right? They can finish the game. When the going gets tough, this is where the finishers step up, right? And they're trying to close things. They're trying to be that closer. Look, in this year, I need you to be the closer. I need you to have the dog in you. I need you to literally go after this thing with a reckless abandon and not stop until it's done. Not stop until you cross the finish line. Because I told you starting is not enough. Starting is not enough. We gotta be in the place where we're finishing. I mean, think about it. I know that I've kind of pump fake in life, and pump faking is when in the game of football when the quarterback holds the ball and he pats it and he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to release the ball, right? The perfect opportunity. He's waiting for the receiver to run the perfect route so he can throw it in, right? It's one thing when you can throw the ball in when nobody's guarding you or something like that. The defense fell down or something like that. But it's another thing to be able to, with tight coverage, right? To be able to put the ball on a dime and put it in a small little window, right? These are the things that greats do. This is what finishers do. They don't wait for the opportune moment. They make the opportune moment. They create the opportune moment. I need you to get that in your spirit today. I need you to create the opportune moments. I need you to push and push through. Even when it doesn't seem like there's an opportunity, there's one there. And you got to know that there's an opportunity there for you. But you got to take the risk. You got to lean into it and go for it. Right? When I say do it with a reckless abandon, I mean do it like there's no care for anything. Like you got to be able to say, you know what? I'm just going. I'm just going to do this thing. I'm just going to push out because winners finish. That's the difference, y'all. That's the difference. What's the difference between winners and people who don't win? Winners finish. Winners take it all the way through the finish line. Winners don't stop two centimeters before the goal line. They run through it, right? That's what finishers do. And I need you to be a finisher this year. Life gets hard. I get it. Life gets tiring. I get it. But the difference for you, the difference for me, the difference for all of us in this year, it has to be that we got to finish. We got to finish things. We got to be willing to stick things out, even when it's tough. See, that's what separates good from great. Great people don't settle for just good, right? Jim Collins, his book "Good to Great," first line, right, knocks you off your feet. He says, he says the enemy of great is good, right? That right there is, man. Think about that. If you want to be great, we have to stop settling for good. Good enough is not good enough. We got to be willing to be great, right? And the only way that you can be great is to finish some things this year. It's time for you to finish. It's time for you to quit playing it easy and finish. Finish what you wrote down. Finish the book. Finish the assignment. You have to finish. Look, let me tell you a quick little secret. The reason that you've been so frustrated is because you're starting and you're not getting the fulfillment of completing. You have to finish. You can't go on to the next thing until you finish this thing. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know it doesn't make sense. But please hear me out. You were called to this thing. You were. You were given the vision for this thing. There could have been anybody who does it. But you were the one who was chosen specifically for this thing. So listen, I need you to finish. That's the difference this year. Starting is great, but finishing is better. You want to be a winner? Finish. Winners, finish. I don't know how much simpler we can get. But wherever you are, whatever you have going on, listen, I need you to hear me and hear me so clearly right now. I need you to be a finisher. Ask yourself this question. What is the thing that I need to finish that I've just left out there undone right now? Right? What is that thing? I need you to go pick it back up. I need you to finish. Because you can't go to the next level until you complete and finish this level. Just like playing that video game. I'll never forget when I was playing Super Mario Brothers, y'all. I played that game all night long. I was playing, right? You can never go to the next level until you completed the level that you were on. What did you have to do to complete the level? You had to finish. Winners aren't the fastest. They're not the smartest. They're not the strongest in many cases. But you know what they are? They're finishers. And I need you to finish. Finish what you started. Finish. You got to get that down in your spirit. Finish what you start. You got to complete the journey. Start today. Become a finisher. Because if you want to win, you got to finish. So with that being said, I know these aren't the normal, typical videos that you see from UnclePhil, but I like coming and doing this and just sharing with my heart. No editing, no cuts, just one raw take, just so you can really hear and feel what I'm saying. I don't need you to be a starter no more. I need you to be a finisher. That's it.